Guiding with RDI, featuring Jake Mastronardi of Jake's Take on Autism and Christine Mastronardi, RDI certified consultant and mom. One way we use dynamic intelligence is to help prepare ourselves for future situations. We create scenario previews to make predictions about possible futures. We start in a playful way is in the following bakery scenarios. Thinking about possible futures can also help with flexibility.
So we're going to this bakery in town. It's called Carlos Bake Shop. And this may be the first day that it opens. So it's like as I'm walking down, I see like a camera crew. I see a lot of people there. It's very crowded. Oh, the food looks so good. I might have a bite. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna pay for my pastry. And oh, this pastry is very luscious.
Okay, is there another way it could happen?
Like I can go down there. There's no one there. The bakery's empty. The sign says help wanted. And I go in there. I pay for my pastry or muffin or whatever I'm getting there. The muffin tastes so good.
You were looking for a job. Maybe you can get a job there if there's a help wanted sign.
Hey, maybe I could get a job there. So I asked the manager. He said he needs help in the kitchen.
Carrying.
I said, yeah, sure. I'll take that job. I've worked in the kitchen.
Okay, can you think of another way it could happen?
I go there. There's no one there. I try my pastry and it's too sweet. I decided I'm not going there anymore.
Okay. That's good. The next example is an outing with friends. Jake predicts all the possible things that can occur.
So I'm going to go to my friend Justin's house to meet his friend Sareem. And I predict that we are going to go over to Franklin and play some basketball there. Or we can play basketball in his yard. That's another thing I'm predicting. Another thing I predict is we may do something totally different, like go see a movie or watch television or go get ice cream.
So you're not really sure what you're going to do?
That's right. Or I'm going to predict that Justin's going to want to watch TV.
So those are just the possible futures that
Yes.
you could have.
Yeah.
So one of those things is going to happen.
Yeah.
Or maybe something totally different could happen.
Yeah, something totally different. Like Alyssa could ask us out to ice cream.
Right, Alyssa could come over.
Yeah.
All right.
And then, yes. And Serene would have a lot of fun.
All right, so let's see what happens afterwards.
Yeah.
You can tell me what happened, what you decided
Yes.
to do.
Thank you. Okay, bye.
Bye. Jake is working on managing his time at work. Jake reminds himself to stay on task and focus on time, so he gets the job done without making anyone wait for him.
Go to work with your son tomorrow. I predict that she's probably gonna make me do yard work, or she's probably gonna make me walk Apollo and Cody first, and then we're gonna go over to Judy's house, or we're gonna go walk Karma and Max after walking Apollo and Cody and all the crates are set up, and then go to Judy's house. And tomorrow I'm just gonna be focused on time and only walk Karma and Max for about like 10-15 minutes and give them plenty, and during that time just give them time to use the restroom so that they can go to the bathroom. All this so I'm not late, so that I don't make your son wait 30 minutes for me in the car, and so that we are all on schedule, because that's my goal for tomorrow, is to be on schedule. Yeah.
Jake and I also have a longer discussion in the car about time management. I have a hunch that Jake needs to focus on good enough thinking and monitoring his daydreaming, because when he daydreams, he may be slowing down.
What are you going to work on today?
Time management.
All right, so how are you working on that? What is your strategy? What is the two problems, though? Can we come up with that there were two problems? Two possible problems?
Good enough thinking and daydreaming.
So, how are you working on daydreaming? You said it before.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna catch myself daydreaming. I'm also going to tell myself now's not the time to daydream. I can daydream on the train home.
Good. And then for the good enough, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna see like how clean the yard is, and if it's like mostly done, I'll say it's good enough.
Based on what decision?
Based on how clear and how clean the yard is.
Is there any other factors you need to decide in there?
Whether or not all the weeds like are taken up.
And what else? There's another big variable you have to look at. Time. How much time you have, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that a big variable?
Yeah.
So if it's, okay, so for what I'm saying is, if it's clean, if it's like half clean and you have an hour, should you still keep cleaning?
No.
If you have an hour left to go and it's half clean, should you still keep cleaning?
Well, yeah.
If you have 5 minutes left to go and it's half done, should you still keep cleaning?
No.
Right, so look at the time.
Yeah.
That's based in your judgment.
Yeah.
I think you need work on judgment.
Yeah.
Judgment of when it's good enough.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
Jake reflects on positive moments he has had on the job to motivate himself. Jake projects into the future to see his long-term goals of opening his own training facility.
So I also have very good moments at work, like when I got a $20 bonus for the yard work I did.
Yes.
And I got on track with the payment. We got back on track because we were working full time now. 2 days now. And also the person that I'm working for is going to help me advance my career in dog training by like keeping me under like her wing as an assistant dog trainer.
Yep.
Or like maybe a dog trainer that's still under her wing in Westfield.
Right.
Like somewhere in Westfield. Like I would probably find a place in Westfield. There's like the Westfield veterinarian. There's also the Wolfgang, or even I can maybe do training classes in Summit, the Wonder Dog Studio, because they know me. I have like connections with them. So and they know me well, and trust me enough to like keep the place clean and like maintain a safe environment, safe learning environment for the dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So basically what you're doing right now is motivating yourself, right?
Yeah.
That was a little bit like of self-motivating of why you need to work hard to be better at the job, right? Because
Yeah.
all the good things that are happening and the good things, the future,
Yeah.
that was all future oriented.
Yes.
Your goal and where you're heading.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. You did that like spontaneously,
Yeah.
right? Do you
Yes.
find that you do that to help propel you
Yes.
forward?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
So that's another way you could use your save representations, right, to help
Yes.
motivate you.
Yes.
All right, so today I guess focus on, I'm curious to see if you could tally how many times you catch yourself daydreaming.
Yeah.
And I also would like you to try to think about the good enough and how you deal with that and what variables you look at and your decision making.
Yes. Yes.
And that, so maybe you can come back and relay that to me after the job,
Yeah.
what your decision making will look like and what you did
Okay.
and how you did.
All right.
All right? All right, cool.
Jake follows it up with a video representation of his success at using good enough thinking and his ability to catch himself daydreaming. Jake uses self-talk to get himself back on track.
I also kept track of my time by looking at the clock as constantly and catching myself daydreaming and like when I was walking the dogs and saying like, oh, let's get back to this task. And so I also used good enough thinking when cleaning out his son's van, and I said to myself like, oh, this looks. When I just seen scratches and no hair in the back of that van, I just said to myself, hey, it's good enough. Why don't I just move on to this? Why don't I move on to the front now? And then so I did, and then we got done on time, pretty much. Yeah.
Jake captures more success with good enough thinking.
I was pulling a giant weed out of his son's garden yesterday, and I finally pulled it out, and his son was telling me, Jake, it's time to go. And I said to myself, you know what, this is good enough for now. Let me just put this by the garbage and then just leave with her to go walk the dog.
Well, did you say it was good enough for now because she said it's time to go, or were you doing good enough thinking?
I was doing good enough thinking, and and I said that because it was time for us to go.
All right, but explain about the good enough thinking part. Explain about the good enough thinking part, because you said you were doing the good enough thinking, and then you said he said it's time to go. So did she prompt you to say to go, or did you really do good enough thinking?
I think I was prompted to go, and I did good enough thinking.
How?
Just by saying, to myself, you're not going to get the weed out all the way. This is good. You got like the big part off.
Okay. So if you weren't doing good enough thinking, she said it's time to go, what would you have done?
Kept trying to pull the weed out.
Even after she said it's time to go?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yes. Why? Yeah.
All right, good. That's good. So then that helped. When you were thinking about good enough, that helped then.
Okay.
So that's good, though.
Okay. All right.
Thanks for watching. For more information and to see additional videos, check out Jake's website on jakestakeonautism.com. Happy guiding!